Sorry for that burp when it came out. Hi, I Sailor Moon, and I Sailor Mercury. And today we're gonna talk about, this one thing that, does come up. Well, it's nothing bad or anything, but it is something that comes up. So, you know, so we've been on, it's about the, so we've been on, YouTube for many years. And, you know, on and off, shifting between houses, shifting reckoners, shifting web shooters, all that stuff. And I know a lot of folks out there probably think that, oh, that we're going to get burned out or we're going to stop doing this or something, but no, that's never going to happen. We're always going to be making films on here as long as we have the means to do so. When we first started out with our first YouTube fairway back in 2008, it was our goal to make films on YouTube every day and do one thing that everybody else wasn't doing, and that was this. Well, it wasn't, still there isn't anyone. I mean, there are folks that do it, but not in the same way we did it. And here we are now. And I know we talked about the ups and downs on YouTube over the years and, the hacking and the hating, which I guess which everything does come with it. But at the end of the day, we still think it's good. So, alright. Now we're going to talk about, the hate that Toonmaker Sailor Moon gets. Now you might laugh at this and say, how could Toonmaker Sailor Moon get any hate when it never even aired or broadcasted or streamed or whatever you want to say? Deke and Cloverway and Pioneer and Viz could get hate, but how could Toonmakers get hate? Well, the Toonmaker Sailor Moon True never saw the light of day. Yes, it was shown as a trailer or whatever you want to call it, upcoming years later, and between 98 but to folks, but it was never ever done. You see, its yesteryear goes back to the whole bidding war that was going on between Toonmakers and Deke over the deal for Sailor Moon. And the grounds to why Toonmakers never ever gotten to work with Sailor Moon was it was just worth way too much for a show to be half live drawing, half live work. No need if it was getting backing. No need if Siobhan was backing it. No need if the folks at RAE were fully into it. No need how much Toonmakers were throwing in to make it. But the hate on that one, it's funny because that one never ever gotten, never even showed up. Oh, you're right, Sailor Moon. First off, I don't really know if anyone could really, I don't know if Toonmakers Offshoot of Sailor Moon even gets any hate because it never even showed up anywhere for anyone to really put any hate on it or gave it for anything. Like, they couldn't really get mad and say, oh, it's half live work and half live drawing, and they couldn't get mad on it on the show playing. Not really. And at the end of the day, they really couldn't get mad and say, well, Artemis isn't there, he's gone, and Luna's there, but instead of being a black cat, she's white. And they couldn't get mad and say, well, Queen Beryl has a ship, a starship, what do you want to call it? Yeah. Like, they couldn't get mad at that stuff because there wasn't really enough stuff to get mad at. Well, there are likenesses out there on the interweb, and there is a sheet of what the first following would be, or at least the live drawing side of it would have been. but not really much for you to, to get mad at. No, I guess you're right. At the end of the day, Sailor Mercury, I mean, they're not much to get mad at. Like, they keep calling me Sailor Moon instead of calling me either Serena or whatever, or the Toonmakers offshoot, I've been called Rebecca. Um, so they really couldn't get mad at that. And I guess they truly couldn't get mad at, you know, at anything else, like the live drawing. You couldn't get mad at that because, well, no one really saw the live drawing work, and they didn't see the live work either, so they couldn't really get mad at any of that, you know. And well, yeah, there is the song, and they could make fun, they could shame and guilt and scathe the song all they want, but that's like far as it went, you know. So like at the end of the day, getting mad at the Toonmakers English offshoot of Sailor Moon would just have been laughable in itself because there really wasn't much you could get mad at. I mean, it wasn't like the show ever, like they never saw the first, you never saw the show from beginning to end. So their guesses, they could never do that. Like they couldn't get mad and say, "Oh well, the way they drove Sailor Moon and Sailor Mercury and Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Venus isn't the same way that Toei did," you know. Or they couldn't say, "Well, the way Queen Beryl was drawn isn't the same way that Toei drew her." Or they can't get mad and say, well, Tuxedo Max isn't drawn the same way that Toei did. So yeah, just be laughable. Yeah, for once, this is just for once it was just not a throwaway film, because none of the films we make are throwaways. But what I mean to say is that what we're seeking to say, Sailor Moon, is that it's just laughable that anyone would be getting mad at the Toonmakers English offshoot of Sailor Moon when it never even showed up. I mean, at the end of the day, it was just worth way too much for all three gatherings to work on. It was just too much, and Toei ended up giving the deal over to Deke anyway, and later on Cloverway and Pioneer. And years later, Viz. But anyway, that's about it. You right about that, Sailor Moon? Yeah, right about that. Well, anyway, it's all the time we got here. Instead of clearing our throat. And if you like that film, then follow us over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Or watch the last film we made yesterday over here. Instead of clearing my throat. I Sailor Moon. I Sailor Mercury, and we'll see you later. Bye.